Okay. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for April 2020. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's very nice to meet you. And if you're returning, what's up, squad? So, this is going to be your general message. Okay, so this is your general energy reading for the month of April 2020. Please keep in mind that time is an illusion and energies are fluid. So just because this is dated for the month of April, it does not mean that it absolutely has to resonate for you at that time. Whenever you are guided to watch this reading and it resonates for you, then that is the message for you in that moment. Also keep in mind that this is a general reading. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. For the cross watchers out there, I am going to be speaking to Taurus specifically. However, if what I'm saying for Taurus resonates for your end of the situation, say if you're if you're a cross watcher, then just take it as it resonates. Yeah. So this is a general message, okay? We are going to get into love, but love is going to be available on Patreon. So if you would like to get a look at what your love messages are for this month and the months moving forward, you can go ahead and support me there. The link to my Patreon account is in the description box below, but the website is patreon.com/divine conversations with a capital D and a capital C. You are welcome to support me there if you just want to support the channel through Patreon, or you can go there to get not only your love messages, but also some extra stuff, extra extended versions of readings in specific cases, if that should go that way. Specific looks into the divine masculine and divine feminine collective, amongst other things, and it's definitely going to develop further as we move forward in time. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. I know many of you that have been watching me for a while, at least this year, have heard me say that, I'm going to be adding a membership option to my YouTube channel, but it just turned out to be a better, more viable way of doing it by going through Patreon. Yes? All right, guys. So with that said, Taurus, let's get into your general messages for this month. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for all Taurans, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved for the month of April 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Taurus. So right off the bat, I'm already hearing Taurus energy is very stable, solid, and secure during this period. We are moving into kind of a birthday period for you. For those of you that are April Taurans, we are moving into your birthday. And then, of course, most of Taurus is within the month of May. But I feel like as we are moving into this time period, I feel like spring is going to be a very good time for you guys. I mean, it is our birth season, right? Okay. So, but other than that, other than the fact that it's just your season and all that, I just feel like spring is going to be a really good time for you professionally, career-wise, just in your life. I feel like there's definitely a lot of energy in which you guys are working on solidifying yourself, stabilizing things, grounding certain elements of your life, especially if you're starting a new career path or going in a brand new direction within your life. The spring is going to be really good for you, I feel like, but April specifically is a time where I feel like things are really going to be starting to kick off, or you're going to be starting to follow through with some plans that you have, something that you may have been working on for some time, or maybe even something that's new. There could be some brand new, fresh ideas, especially creatively. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands here for you. Okay. But we're going to start with the Energy Oracle deck. And let's just see, oops, one more shuffle here. Let's just see what comes out for you in your storyline. Yeah. So keep in mind, Taurus, that this video is your general energy. Okay. It's just your general message. We're not looking at love specifically here. However, as I say that, the very first card out for you, Taurus, is the Angel of Love. And this did come out for Aries. All right. Welcome to all of you that are here in the live session. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are enjoying this session, please don't hesitate to smash that like button for me. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like some notification of when I do go live, because I am definitely doing more and more lives as we're moving forward in time, go ahead and hit the bell icon and make sure that you select all notifications so that you know whenever I'm going live. Yeah, and you don't miss anything. Okay, Taurus, back to you. Angel of love is here. All right. And again, this is a general message. We're going to look at love messages specifically in a different video, and you'll be able to find that on Patreon. But and it's a very similar message to what was going on with Aries. So maybe you're a Taurus Aries cusper, or maybe you have Taurus in one placement, one sign in as I'm sorry, one planet in Taurus and another planet in Aries or something like that. Me specifically, like particularly my sun sign in the Western chart is, or the Western system is Taurus, but then my Venus is in Aries. Okay, so that's just an example of how this could be resonating with you. But it's the same or similar message that came through with Aries, and that is a message of having the angels of love here guiding you in terms of the changes that you're looking 555, the changes that you're looking to make in your life. Okay, Taurus. Okay, well, we do have patience here. And it's interesting because patience is something that, yes, patience is a virtue. Spirit did just say that. But also for you, Taurus, I feel like you have been very patient with yourself and with the way things have been developing in your life. And if that's not you, maybe you need to have a little more patience. Right after that, we do have walking away. So there are things that you have been, I feel like there are things that you have been planning on walking away from, trying to walk away from, okay? And you're going to be successful at that, and or you already are successful at that. Your patience has been paying off, or you need to just have a little more patience because you are in the process of leaving some things behind, okay? I am going to clarify that walking away specifically, but let's see what else we have for you, Taurus. Your general messages for the month of April 2020. Okay. All right. One last card then, please, Spirit. For my Taurans, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the month of April 2020. Okay. Overall, wow. Okay. So this is a similar energy to, definitely a similar energy to what came through for Aries. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Garden and the Gate. And this did come out for the Aries reading. Okay. You might want to watch that. The general reading is available here on YouTube, but then the love reading is going to be on Patreon. So that might resonate with you as well. Don't know, to go with take whatever resonates for you. But the last three cards, that have come out here are Community, Magician and the Mirror, and Rest and Rejuvenation. Now, the thing that I'm getting with Community here for you, Taurus, is whatever it is you seem to be walking away from, or whatever endings you're bringing forward in your life, or whatever the angel of love here is influencing you towards making changes in terms of, it's all in reference to finding a greater sense of community, finding a greater sense of people that appreciate you, or people that you vibe with more, and you're walking away from anything that does not serve this greater sense of community. I really do feel like many of you are in the process with Magician and the Mirror. You're in the process of manifesting a new life for yourself, and I'm hearing a much more stable ground, and that comes from you kind of either having been or needing to go into this period of rest and rejuvenation, recollecting yourself. And I'm getting specifically with rest and rejuvenation here, this is an energy of finding what is truly meant for you. It could be in this period right now, because it is March 23rd that I am recording this, and I'm streaming this live. But it could be in this whole time period of an economic shutdown, we'll call it, and a slowdown because of the coronavirus pandemic. This is actually could be providing you with a time period to really rest and rejuvenate enough to allow the angels of love, or just love itself, work on your behalf in order for you to walk away from some things that no longer served you. Now, you could have already walked away from something, or you could be in the period of trying to, or making moves to walk away, but it all is very much connected to this rest and rejuvenation. And I get very strongly for you, Taurus, that this rest and rejuvenation energy has everything to do with you finding what is right for you. I'm also hearing finding a sense of inner peace for yourself, okay? Okay, let's get into some clarification. I want to look at, first and foremost, I want to look at walking away for you, all right? So for my Taurans, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, what you could be walking away from, or walking away from in order to walk towards something really absolutely could be something that is just a greater sense of fulfillment for you, something that, you know, a greater sense of love and compassion and understanding, not only for yourself, but for the world around you, that is allowing you to move forward towards something that's much better for you. All right, but last shuffle here, let's look at walking away specifically. So why is walking away here for my Taurans for the month of April 2020? Why is walking away here? Yeah, look, death. Okay, you do have a transformation. This is a pretty big transformation for you, Taurus. And with patience here, yeah, with the patience card that's here, I feel like you've been very patient with this. If you are in the energy of you having already walked away from something, you've been very, very patient. And I'm hearing you've been working diligently on trying to figure out what it is you even need to walk away from. Yep. Okay, you have the Two of Swords here with the King of Swords and the Empress. And so, okay, so that's actually, aha, and the World is at the bottom of the deck. Excellent, Taurus. All right, so check it out. This card of indecision here with the Two of Swords is kind of this patient energy that I'm picking up on for you. And it's very much a sense of you weren't really sure what it is you had to do, what action to take is what I'm hearing specifically. You were probably in this energy of being between a rock and a hard place, because it's like, well, shit, I don't know if I really should walk away from this or not. Or there's a sense of not having the complete and full information in order to make the decision to walk away. But then you have the King of Swords here, in which you took stock, you sat down, you looked at it, you honestly and diligently looked at it and was like, okay, what do I take and what do I keep? And then with the Empress here, this can represent Taurus energy. So this definitely could be you, but I feel like the Empress is here speaking to the abundance you have access to. And for some of you, it was a click, an aha moment, a light bulb where you realize that just because this certain thing was right in front of you doesn't mean that you cannot manifest something new. And ultimately, I feel like that's really what was like the nail in the coffin for the situation for you. That's ultimately what allowed you to really take this step and walk and put something to a close, bring something to a close here, okay? And with the community card, I'm kind of getting that for some of you Taurus, it was like, well, I want a greater sense of abundance, a greater sense of happiness, a greater sense of community. And what I have around me just is not cutting it. Okay, so let's look at that. Let's look at community here for my Taurans. Why is community here? Yeah, Six of Swords. All right, moving from rougher waters to calmer waters. It was very much, and this really could be, I'm kind of picking up for some of you, it was even just a circle of friends. A circle of friends. Wow. And you have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Oh, hi, Teresa. You have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So there is definitely a sense of pride, okay? Maybe a little bit of ego, yes. But ultimately, what I'm really getting with the Queen of Pentacles is understanding your worth and knowing that you don't need to stay in a situation or a community in which people are not really serving you or people are not honoring you as they should. And thus, you made a decision to cut your losses and move from rough waters to calmer waters. I want to get a little bit more on this Six of Swords here, please, Spirit, for my Taurans. Ooh, wow. Okay, Six of Wands is here. So this is definitely, you made the right decision here, Taurus. You absolutely made the right decision. If some of you are feeling a little bit indecisive, shit, with the Sun at the bottom of the deck. I mean, for some of you that are really in this energy or of indecisive energy or not quite seeing clearly and kind of like, oh no, did I really make the right decision here? Between the Six of Wands and the Sun, this is kind of an energy of you having made like the best decision for yourself that you possibly could have in terms of this situation, at least. Okay. So now with that said, let's clarify the Angel of Love here for my Taurans. Why is the Angel of Love here? This is very similar to the Aries reading. I would highly recommend that you check out the Aries reading if you really are resonating with this. But clarifying the Angel of Love, you have death in reverse. Not death. I'm sorry, the devil. You have the devil in reverse. So, I mean, and it's interesting because I did hear this before when I was starting to do your reading, but there's a sense of codependency here, toxicity even, that someone seems to be walking away from. And with that Queen of Pentacles that came out, clarifying community here, which was at the bottom of the deck, there is definitely a sense of understanding your worth, knowing what you're truly worthy of, and not allowing yourself to accept anything less. And that is what this Angel of Love energy here for you has been helping you define. I want to look a little deeper in, but then also you have the Magician, or in this case, in this deck, it's the Alchemist at the bottom of the deck. And so this influence from the Angel of Love here for you, Taurus, is helping you close the door, close off some cycles of codependency or toxicity, and maybe even narcissism, whatnot, whatever, and influencing you to manifest something new. I just want to get a little bit more on the Devil in reverse. What is the Devil in reverse here for my Taurus peeps? Okay, you have the Eight of Pentacles that has come out. Okay, and there's Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Temperance is kind of like a patience energy, right? There is patience within Temperance. I do feel like this has taken some time. It really has taken you some time to get to this point, which makes a lot of sense, Taurus. Taurus is a fixed energy. You're all about stability. You're all about foundation. You're all about consistency even. And this has been a situation in which you've really been trying to understand fully the scope of the choice you're looking to make, or the scope of what is really happening around you, and trying to get as much information or make the best educated decision as you can. And what I'm hearing, though, with the Eight of Pentacles is that your hard work is, in fact, paying off. It has paid off quite significantly. And if you haven't found that or experienced that, you're not seeing that quite just yet, don't worry, all right? Because it's going to come. But this is all in service of greater balance, greater harmony, greater union within yourself. Okay? Next, I'm being called to look at patience for you. So why is patience here for my Taurans? Why is patience here for my Taurans? Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is in reverse, however. But what that's telling me is that there was a lack of teamwork here. And you being the steady, solid figure that you are, again, I really just feel this energy that you really have been persevering through this, all right? It has taken a whole lot of strength for you to stay in this patient energy. And I feel like for some of you, it's almost as if, your emotions kind of may have gotten the best of you at certain times, or you may have been really boiling over at certain times because of this lack of teamwork. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, Taurus. I mean, I really like this for you. I really do. Let's see. Thank you to all of you that are tuning in here in the live. I really appreciate having you here. If you're here and you're enjoying the session, please don't hesitate to smash that like button. And if you're checking this out after the fact and you're enjoying, please smash that like button. Yeah? Okay, cool. I'm being called to go to the Angel Answers deck. So if you have a question in terms of this, a direct answer to, I encourage you to go ahead and ask that now. If not, just allow the message to come through as it will. Yeah. One more shuffle, and then we'll see what we have for my Taurans, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, in terms of your general energy for the month of April. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let go. Wow. All right. One more, please, Spirit. Let go. And it seems, Taurus, that you already have let go of some things. For some of you, I am picking up that there are still some small little bits, some little dredges of energy here or there that you're still kind of needing to let go of. You're still trying to release. But look, if you do let go, you have big, happy changes are on the way. They're on the horizon. I'm hearing for some of you, you're already noticing, you're already starting to feel or experience some of these changes. Whatever the situation here, don't stop, Taurus. Keep going. Okay. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Yeah. All right. Let's look a little deeper here. I want to look at what these big happy changes are for you, Taurus. And then we're going to move towards closing the reading. All right, so what are these big happy changes? I'm going to give this one more shuffle here. What are these big happy changes referring to, Spirit, for my Taurans? Okay. What are these big happy changes? Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Ace of Swords here, Taurus. So this is definitely an aha moment. This is a moment of clarity. This is an epiphany. This is that light bulb. The light bulb that I actually mentioned before when you were kind of like in this indecisive energy and not quite sure what to do. Well, take some time to meditate and rest and really focus on things, because there is an energy of re-identifying yourself here. Either going through a complete change in who you are or how you identify yourself or how you show up in the world. It could be small little aspects to your life that are changing. I do see the Page of Wands as a minor arcana version of the Hermit, which is a card of transformation. Yes, but kind of, but it's also a card of going within and finding your inner light, doing some deep soul searching. The Page of Wands isn't as deep as the Hermit, but it's still an energy of transformation. It's still an energy of changing. I can see, you could kind of see the Page of Wands as a little bit of like maybe a midlife crisis type energy, but ultimately it's really just re-identifying yourself, changing the scope of reality, changing the view of your reality, change how you view yourself or ways that people view you. But that is what's going to bring in these big happy changes here. But there are still some things that some of you really need to let go of. Excellent. Let go. Release expectation and allow yourself to go through this transformation here. Okay? That's beautiful, Taurus. So now, okay, we're going to close out the reading here, and I'm going to get you a little bit of oracle guidance from the Lightworker Oracle this month. And then next, I'm going to do a video for love messages for you, Taurus, for the month of April 2020, which can be found on my Patreon page. You can go ahead and support me there, and you get unlimited access to everything that I put up there. There's only one tier right now. It's only $7 a month. If you would like to get in on that, go ahead and follow me on Patreon, become a Patreon supporter, and you will have access to those love messages. Yeah. But let's close out your general reading right now with a message from the Lightworker Oracle. Okie dokie, Taurus. Let's see what we've got for you here. Closing message, please, Spirit, for general messages for my Taurans, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the month of April 2020. I'm just going to let it fall out naturally. And there she blows. Yes? All right, here we go. We have card number 32, Divine Grace, the Law of Efficiency. Well, it really does. I mean, that kind of makes sense. It feels like you could be in a period where you're really letting go of some elements of your life in relation to greater efficiency. Because with this Three of Pentacles energy in reverse here, clarifying patience, which it looks like something in your life has been quite inefficient. And you've been cycling through it for a long time, grinding your gears on it, wearing yourself out. And now it's time to just set yourself free and go where the efficiency is, or where the efficiency can manifest in your life. Card number 32 also does boil down to a 5. So that represents change here for you, Taurus, okay? It is time for your life to become easier. It is time for you to walk the way of divine grace with trust, simplicity, and acceptance. You do not have to try to make things happen. You can gracefully act without attachment and trust that all will be as it is meant to be. Surrender your struggles now as you allow life to serve you with love and kindness. This is the most efficient use of your energy and will lead to the best results. And I'm picking up that for some of you here, this really is just, this just really feels like there were people around you that were just holding you back. And it's time to let that go. All right, Taurus? All right, so there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. If you'd like a look into your own personal situation, please don't hesitate to email me. All the information is in the description box below. But with that said, I hope you guys have a great month, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading for the month of May. Yeah? And Jasmine, to your question, I am going to be doing at least Gemini today. Maybe a little bit more, but we'll see. Okay? I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! Bye.